Welcome, everyone. I'm here with Barb Farho. She is the Development Director for Youth Emergency Services. Barb, thank you so much for joining me today.
Well, thank you for having me.
So let's just first, Youth Emergency Services has been around for 45 years, helping youth in our community. So why don't you just, tell us what is, as we short for YES, we call it YES, and how are you impacting the youth, and what are your, who do you serve in this community?
Sure. Youth Emergency Services, or as you said, a lot of people know us as YES, was founded in 1974. So here we are, 45 years
Yeah.
later, and we're still helping youth and doing whatever we can to address the needs of youth who are experiencing homelessness or near homelessness in our community. And we're the only organization that is in the metro area that is solely focused on serving this particular population.
Yeah.
So the mission is to, help these youth by providing critical resources that help them to eventually become self-sufficient. That's our goal.
And, I know when I had a conversation, it's been years ago, but I think that the question too is how have things changed? Is there a greater need now? I would think so than there was 45 years ago.
Yeah, I think over the years, needs have changed.
Sure.
As they have for everyone. Different things have impacted youth and different circumstances. And so we're continually evolving as an organization to address those needs.
Yeah.
And a good example of one of the things that we've done in recent years is we partnered with the Women's Center for Advancement to develop a program, an anti-trafficking program. So this is something maybe that wasn't seen in 1974 when we were founded, but it's a real concern now. So something that, a new program that was implemented to address a new need.
Yeah, like adapting for any nonprofit, but specifically for YES, you have to keep doing that all the time. And speaking of adapting, let's just kind of dive into COVID-19 and how has that impacted the organization?
Great question. And that, of course, is the new challenge that we're all having to adapt to, not just Youth Emergency Services, but I think most nonprofits and really the population in general. It's challenging to try to, we're providing direct care. So we had to kind of reevaluate everything on how we deliver service and still, because these are youth that are vulnerable to begin with, and this is just further impacting them. So we need to adjust, put protocols in place that not only keep the youth and staff safe, but also the overall community. So that's been a challenge, and we have also had the challenge from the administrative side with having to cancel events or postpone events. And, not everyone's able to give at the same level that they were able to give in the past to support us.
Right.
So, we're addressing all of those challenges and doing the best that we can. But I think we have an amazing staff that steps up and works togetger to solve problems.
Absolutely. And so, one of the reasons that we're here chatting too is that in January of every year, Metro Magazine has this big celebration, and we're celebrating the giving spirit of the community. And we ask people to vote for their favorite nonprofit, favorite charity event, and Dance for a Chance, which is one of my favorites. Actually won this year. We call it the Big Connection. So it not only won the category, was it under 300 or over 500? I can't.
I think it was the over.
Yes. Okay, over 500. That's what I thought. Yeah. And you won that category, but then you won overall. And I'm honored to say I've been a judge at that event many times. That won the Big Connection. But this year, with COVID-19, as we were talking before the interview, is that's one event that had to be canceled. So talk just a little bit about that. And I know everybody was just so disappointed, but yeah.
Yeah, we were devastated. It's something that the whole community looks forward to. We love. It's a fun event. I put on a lot of different events throughout my career, and
Hmm.
this is one of the most fun ever. And it's particularly challenging because we start months ahead of time
Yep.
because we have volunteer dancers who are amazing and give more than most volunteers because they're not only, you know, giving their time, but they're learning a new dance and they're putting
Yeah.
themselves in the
Yeah.
spotlight. So we have these amazing volunteers and we have these amazing professional dance instructors that donate their time and energy,
Yeah.
and they have to start practicing months and months before the event. And we just, we ultimately decided, we kept thinking how we could maybe have a virtual event, or we could still have people dance, but then we not have an event for 500 people. But
Yes.
the issue is dancing is really contrary to almost every social distancing recommendation out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
So their safety, the safety
Yeah.
of our volunteers was of utmost priority. So
Yeah.
we ended up canceling. Our event is scheduled for August 5th of next year.
Okay.
We can make that happen. But anyway, it was a hard decision, but the best
Yeah.
decision. And
Yeah. So, all right. So you had to, you canceled this Dance for a Chance this year. It'll be next year. But what are ways that people can contribute? I mean, we know the financial piece, and that's very important, very important. But are there other ways that people can give back to your organization?
yes, there are. So we partner with Tip Top Thrift Shop in Benson.
Okay.
And their proceeds come to Yes, and our youth are able to shop for things at free of charge at the Tip Top. And so they're always in need of volunteers. So, and there's a way to sign up on our on Youth Emergency Services website, yesomaha.org. And so that's one way, because we need volunteers to help at Tip Top. We have an Amazon wish list on our website.
Okay.
That's another way. Of course, monetary donations, like you mentioned, are always very, very helpful. And then I would say stay connected.
Yeah.
Through all of our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And that's a really good way to find
Sure.
out what our current needs are, because they're evolving and changing on a regular basis, especially now with COVID.
Mm-hmm.
One other thing that people can do, and they can sign up on our website as well, is provide meals for our street outreach center. So
Okay.
we're doing a lot of new things like mobile pantry and things that are the result of the pandemic. But we're also still serving youth at our street outreach center that's on 26th and Harney Street.
Yeah.
And so we used to have community groups and churches and different community organizations that would put together meals and bring them in. We can't do that right now because of COVID. We're asking for only catered meals.
Okay, got it.
Safety. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit different, but if people would want to provide a catered meal, that would be fantastic. We're always looking for that help.
Yeah. And I feel too that also you're supporting a local business, caterer, pizza
Right.
place, I mean, whatever it may be, and then providing a meal. So yeah, so important. Well, we've just actually got a few seconds left. So website that people can go to find out more information.
Yes, yesomaha.org is our website.
Okay.
That would, and there's tabs like get involved and volunteer is where you would go for meals and Tip Top sign up, that kind of thing.
Okay. Well, Barb, thank you so much. It's good to chat with you. Again, everyone encouraged to follow Yes on social media, because you get lots of great updates. And you know what? We're going to get through this together. But I know organizations like you helping those in need, it's just so important, because that does not stop at all.
Right. And we truly appreciate your help in getting our word out, especially as a smaller organization. It's just extremely valuable in helping share our mission and our story. So we thank you for that.
Well, you're welcome. And thank you. And we will be right back, everyone.